Bihar's voter list verification sparks controversy. More Aadhaar cards than population in 37 districts. Seemanchal region shows over 120% saturation. Jaishankar meets Xi Jinping in Beijing after 5 years. Talks focus on border issues, trade ties and mutual cooperation. Macron said only power can protect freedom today. Warns of threats from Russia, cybercrime and global instability, calls for stronger military to ensure national security. Namaskar, welcome to Hybiz Now. You are watching What's Going On. I am Shashi Rai. As Bihar prepares for its upcoming assembly elections, voter list verification has sparked major political debate. The opposition is questioning why Aadhaar cards are not being accepted as valid proof for voter registration. Adding to the controversy is the fact that 37 out of 38 districts in Bihar have more Aadhaar cards issued than their actual population. In particular, the Seemanchal region comprising Katihar, Purnia, Kishanganj and Araria shows Aadhaar coverage of over 120% compared to the population, raising several questions about authenticity and misuse. Now, question is, what is Aadhaar saturation? Actually, Aadhaar saturation refers to the number of Aadhaar cards issued in an area as percentage of its total population. For example, if a district has 100 people and 80 Aadhaar cards have been issued, the saturation is 80%. If 110 Aadhaar cards are issued in the same population, saturation becomes 110%. Ideally, this number should not exceed 100%. According to UIDAI data, only Jahanabad has saturation below 100% at 97%. Interestingly, Muslim majority districts tend to show higher Aadhaar saturation compared to others. As per official records, Bihar has issued over 11.48 crore Aadhaar cards, which is about 94% of the state's estimated population. Nationally, 25 states have Aadhaar saturation above 100%. with highest rates in Delhi, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. Experts argue that Aadhaar numbers exceeding population figures could point to potential misuse. This is especially concerning in sensitive border regions like Seemanchal, which shares boundaries with West Bengal and Nepal and lies close to Bangladesh. Reports suggest that illegal migrants from Nepal, Bangladesh and Myanmar have long been present in this region, posing a challenge for authorities. Election Commission officials revealed that during door-to-door voter list verification, they encountered a significant number of such foreign nationals residing in the area. This situation has raised alarms about the integrity of voter lists and possibility of electoral manipulation in the upcoming elections. Indian External Affairs Minister Jaishankar met Chinese President Xi Jinping on Tuesday during his visit to Beijing. According to news agency NI, Jaishankar briefed President Xi on the recent progress in India-China relations. This marks Jaishankar's first visit to China in 5 years. He also shared a photo of the meeting on social media platform X, writing, "This morning in Beijing, along with fellow SCO foreign ministers, I met President Xi Jinping, conveyed greetings from President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi." Jaishankar is in China to attend the SCO foreign ministers meeting. Prior to meeting Xi, he held talks with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, where he emphasized the need for stable and constructive bilateral relations between the two nations. He highlighted key areas such as resolving border-related issues, normalizing people-to-people ties, and removing trade barriers. Jaishankar expressed confidence that with mutual respect and understanding, India-China relations could move in a positive direction. During his talks with Wang Yi, Jaishankar raised concerns over China's export controls and trade restrictions, warning that such actions could negatively impact India's manufacturing sector. He urged China to avoid measures that harm economic cooperation. Jaishankar also called for greater connectivity between the people of both countries, including the resumption of direct flights, simplified travel procedures, and boosting cultural exchanges. He believes this will help foster trust and mutual understanding. At the SCO meeting, Jaishankar reiterated India's firm stance against terrorism. He reminded member states that the SCO was founded to combat terrorism, separatism, and extremism, and emphasized the need for a zero-tolerance policy on these issues. Jaishankar welcomed China's decision to resume the Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimage, which has been suspended for the past 5 years. He called it a positive step towards building trust and strengthening religious cultural ties between the two nations. On Monday, Jaishankar also held bilateral talks with Chinese Vice President Zheng. He noted that relations between India and China have been improving since the October 2023 meeting between PM Modi and President Xi in Kazan, and that the two countries have now completed 75 years of diplomatic relations. He described the global geopolitical situation as complex and emphasized the need for open and continuous dialogue between two major neighbors like India and China. Jaishankar also conveyed that India deeply appreciates the reopening of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. On the eve of France's National Day, President Emmanuel Macron addressed the country's military, warning that freedom is under greater threat today than at any time since World War II. Macron identified the Russia-Ukraine war and cybercrime as the main threats facing Europe. He emphasized that in today's world, preserving freedom requires instilling fear, and to create fear, a nation must be strong. To bolster France's military strength, Macron announced significant increases in the defense budget, 3.5 billion euros in 2026, 3 billion euros in 2027. The goal is to raise the total defense budget to 64 billion euros by 2027, double what it was in 2017, when it stood at 32 billion euros. These funds will be used to strengthen France's military capabilities, modernize its weapon systems, and enhance its nuclear deterrent. However, these budget increases still require approval from the French government and parliament. During his speech, Macron also condemned Russia's imperialist actions in Ukraine and touched on several international flashpoints, including US airstrikes in Iran, ongoing tensions between India and Pakistan, the fluctuating level of US support for Ukraine. He also expressed concern about the escalating global arms race, particularly involving nuclear weapons among major world powers. Macron's remarks reflect France's growing focus on security in an increasingly unstable geopolitical landscape. Thanks for watching. Keep watching Hybiz now. Namaskar.